You hit the jackpot with me. You hit the jackpot with me. Hello, people, and welcome back to the Rachel West Experience. It's June, which we're gonna go ahead and say it's officially summer. Summer is super awesome because during the summer, there's all sorts of fun parties, there's all sorts of fun events, you have barbecues, you have birthdays, you have weddings. It's an amazing time to go out and meet a bunch of people. While these events can be really exciting, I know that they can also create a lot of anxiety. I know for a lot of people, having to make new friends and meet strangers can be really intimidating. Whether you're networking or whether you're out at a birthday party or just on a random street corner, I think that meeting people is a very important life skill that everybody should learn how to do. Here are some of my best tips and tricks for how to meet new people. Tip number 1, compliment the person. One of the easiest ways to meet someone is to just give them a compliment. Pick something on their body that piques your interest and tell them how much you love it. You can pick their eyebrows, you can pick their watch. I will say it gets a little bit awkward if you're telling everyone in the party how much you like their hair. Once you've paid them a compliment, you can go ahead and follow up with a question. For example, "That's a great scarf. Where can I get one?" Or, "I love your lipstick. Is that from MAC?" Giving someone a compliment is just one example on how you can break the ice. Tip number 2, talk about food. You can almost always find somebody to talk to at either the snack table or the buffet, etc. The trick when talking about food is to be creative. Find a way to work food into a conversation and make sure that it sounds somewhat original. For example, if there are hot dogs at a party, have you ever watched one of those hot dog eating contests? How many do you think you could eat? Or, "I had a dream about chocolate cake last night. Do you think I have a problem?" All of these food questions are a little bit more original than the average "So how's the chicken?" If you're feeling really bold, then you can say something outrageous. Something like, "That salad is on fleek." Or, "That waiter looks almost as good as that pasta." The point is to have a lot of fun with it and make sure that you're talking to people in a way that feels natural. Tip number 3, make up a random scenario. Sometimes I like to pretend that random things just happen just for the sake of going up and talking to people. Stuff like, "Did you hear that? Did someone just scream?" That reminds me of that episode of Law & Order I watched last week. "What was that smell? Something just smelled super good. Was that you?" If you really want to have fun, you can mix it up. Like, "Whoa, oh my God, did you see that girl? She just adjusted her wig out in public." Or, "Gross, that man just totally spit out his teeth into his cup." The best part about this game is you can literally make up anything. It's a great way to start up a conversation. Tip number 4, ask them for something. It has to be something small though. Don't get outrageous and don't try to ask for something ridiculous that the average person would not be having on them. Gum is a really great one. Bobby pins, hair ties. If they give it to you, then you can tell them how great they are, how they saved your life, whatever, and then you can start a conversation. If they don't give it to you, then whatever. You're already talking to the person, so you can go ahead and just use one of the other tips to get the conversation rolling. Tip number 5, offer them something. If you have Tic Tacs in your purse, if you have a stick of gum that you're willing to share, offer it to the person who you're trying to talk to. If you grabbed an extra plate at a party, hand it to the person next to you as opposed to just putting it back in the pile. Offering something to someone opens up that window for the two of you to chat. Sometimes I'll just pick stuff up on purpose just for the sake of starting a conversation. And your approach could be as simple as, "Oh my gosh, I grabbed way too many of these little appetizers. Do you want some?" You can do it with napkins, appetizers, party favors, literally anything that you see. It's so easy. When it comes to meeting people, the most difficult thing is getting in the door. It's starting that conversation and getting somebody to talk to you. Be as genuine as possible. If you have to throw in a couple of weird things just to get the ball rolling, then so be it. But make sure that once you're actually talking to someone that you find some interesting things about yourself to share. Making that first move is usually the hardest part. The most important thing about all of these tips and the most important thing about meeting people is to remember to have confidence. Confidence is a major key. It's all about being brave enough to put yourself out there and strike up a new conversation. Always remember that nobody is too good to talk to you. But that goes the other way around too. Don't ever be the person that's too good to talk to anybody else. Don't wait for somebody to approach you, because that's just super lame. This has been the Rachel West Experience. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you again for making it all the way to the end of the video. Now go out there and make yourself some friends. Don't forget to click the button to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Mwah! You hit the jackpot with me.